A week ago today, I celebrated the anniversary of my ordination to the permanent diaconate. And just a blessing beyond belief. But I spent the morning with a retired, or he's not really retired, he's an 80-year-old priest, and he's just slugging it out every day, and he loves it. He continues to be such a great uh, Christ figure for people throughout Volusia County and serving in any way he can. He's an inspiration and he's inspired. In the afternoon, before I was able to enjoy a nice dinner with my family, I got to spend time with friends of ours that I met through a parish I was assigned to a few years ago. They're going through some tough times. And they're so special and they're so beautiful because they are living examples of both the sacraments and truly what it means to be a deacon. So it was such a blessing for me on the anniversary of my ordination to see them and encounter them and experience them. In formation, we get taught a lot of things. I was blessed to receive a master's of arts and theology at St. Leo University, but too many times you get focused on the books and the academics. And they were able to remind me of not just what it truly means to learn, but also what it means to be a deacon and to serve, and what it means to be a disciple, a true disciple, authentic disciple for Jesus Christ. What I mean by that is, here's an elderly couple who live out the sacrament of matrimony every day. My friend Cliff is not feeling the best, and he's got some serious medical issues, and I ask humbly you include Cliff and his wife in your prayers. But there he is, laying in his hospital bed, and there she is at his side. And the love that they have for each other, when you're with them, it's palpable. You can feel it. He has no concerns as he faces this illness, this horrible disease. And he knows that he has the love and the power of Christ with him. And he knows he has the love and the power of his wife with him. And he's able to face all these challenges through her and with her. And she is right there by his side, taking care of him, watching over him. And it's just amazing to see. That's the sacrament. That's the covenant, the total giving of oneself for another. That's the covenant, the new covenant that God gave us through his son, Jesus Christ. The total giving of his divinity and the humanity he took on. It is so beautiful. And I sat there as we talked and we prayed and we shared and we laughed and got a little teary-eyed. It was beautiful to experience and encounter those graces that they receive through the sacrament of marriage. Not some piece of paper, not some contract, but the sacrament of matrimony that they live out every single day, not for themselves, for the other and for God. It was such a beautiful witness of all the sacraments. That's Jesus present, continuing to be present in the sacramental graces that we receive. You learn what love was. You learn what love is by watching them, loving each other in these compromised times. And it's so easy for people nowadays to frown on marriage, define marriage in other ways. Marriage is without question the love of God, imitating through humans loving each other. When the husband and the wife are there sharing that love and giving completely of each other in sickness and in bad, in good times far outweigh anything that they're struggling with now. And that is truly, on the anniversary of my ordination, it was truly a reminder of what a deacon, diaconia, is. It is putting oneself last in service of others. Deacon Gaspin used to say, decrease so others increase. That's exactly what I saw Cecile doing for Cliff every day. And when he was healthy, he did for her. And now he's receiving, and he's humble enough to receive that. And she is giving of herself in ways that truly are diaconal. And that's what is such a blessing. When I tell everybody, ordination and the gift of holy orders for me is so much more than I could ever give. I continue to receive these blessings. And I often say I'm not worthy. But I look on the crucifix and I'm reminded we're all worthy. And I had some of the best, I think the best formation in the Diocese of Orlando and our formation team. I put them against anybody because I truly believe they're conduits and instruments of the church, the magisterium, and God himself as they form men and their wives. But when you see these people lovingly serving another, Dr. Gonzalez was our sacramental professor, and he taught us that the sacraments never end at the event. They continue. The Eucharist doesn't end on the altar. It continues beyond the church. Baptism doesn't end. That's why you don't choose baptism. You choose to live your baptism. Reconciliation is not just in the confessional box and what you receive. It's what you give. That same mercy and forgiveness to everyone that you received in the sacrament, in the confessional, you go out and give to others that mercy. Dr. Gonzalez was phenomenal in how he took the books and academics into real life. But when you have the vocation and you get to see, you have the blessing of being able to encounter that and experience that, and then empowered by the witnesses like Cecile and Cliff, and go live that out. So I share with you great thanks for the gift that I've been given. But I also ask you to look around. We have tons of models. The church, the Catholic Church, is a wonderful crusader for Christ and living out the sacraments so that we're drawn into an intimate relationship, and then go forth with that sacramental grace and make relationships and go live those out. And as a deacon, we're all called to be deacons, to live out the Eucharist and live out that service in continuation of Christ's life and his work here on earth. So again, keep my friends in your prayers, and I will keep all of you in my prayers. God bless you, and may each of you know his love today, tomorrow, and forever, and I'll see you all in the Eucharist. Amen.